What do you normally do when it comes to revamping your style? I'm guessing you're going to go down one of two paths, possibly even both. Number one, you're going to look inside your wardrobe and you're just going to chuck out anything that you hate. You're like, the number of times, in fact, one of my really good friends said to me only on Friday, she was like, I'm just going to chuck everything outside my wardrobe. And I was like, no, don't do that. And I'll tell you why in a second. But obviously the other thing that you're going to like you to do is you're just going to go to the shops and you're going to buy a load of stuff. And usually when you do that, your mindset or your mentality is, this will do. Do you know what? Doesn't matter. This will do. Even if I wear it a couple of times, this will do. It's fine. Because the thing about the shops now is there's two things, isn't there? There's so much choice, it's overwhelming. And quite often you walk into one shop and you walk into the next shop, or even when you're looking online, everything just looks the same. So you're just like, I've got no idea. And then you just end up either getting so bored or frustrated that you just go with this mentality of, this'll do. It doesn't matter, this'll do. Now the trouble with both of these things is that they are a completely incorrect way to start revamping your style. There are steps you need to take way before you get to that point of clearing out your closet or even hitting the shops or hitting the online stores. Because what you're doing is you're going into the hardwired way of trying to problem solve your style as you've always done. And without doubt, what happens when you take both of those approaches is that you end up back at square one so quickly. It's a vicious cycle. You end up buying, clearing out the closet, buying new stuff, and then 6 months to a year later, you're back in the same place. Like, oh my God, I hate everything. I don't know what to wear. Right, chuck it all out. Go to the shops, buy new stuff. Or you're just in that perpetual state of like, nah, I don't really like my wardrobe. It's just a consistent vicious cycle. So in order to break this vicious cycle and to stop ending back up at square one, you need to have a plan of action, a style strategy. And this is the difference, because when you think about any other area of your life where you've wanted to make an improvement, you've always got a plan, right? So let's think about, work. When it comes to like saying, right, okay, I want a new job or I want a promotion, you put in place a plan. Whether that's you rewrite your CV, you make those meetings, you start doing kind of, specific or taking specific actions to make that promotion come to you. Or if you're going to move into a completely different career direction, you look at, you do studies, you take courses. There is a plan. Same goes for fitness. If you've decided, right, okay, well, I'm going to get fit, then you take up a gym membership. You block time out in your week to go to the gym and do your training session. You either, if it comes to dating, you then, sign up to a dating app. You do all these different things to make and put into place a plan of action to make that improvement possible in your life. You don't do that with style. So this is where you need a plan of action, this style strategy to create a winning wardrobe. And what is this style strategy? Okay, well, number one is that you need to figure out what it is you want your clothes to say about you. Now, this is the tricky part. This is the bit where every single person I've ever worked with has never considered They've always thought about style just being this aesthetic visual look. They've never ever thought about, okay, well, what message do I want to communicate about myself? What unspoken messages do I want to tell people about myself? This is the key to great style, is being able to visually communicate and verbalize these things about yourself. So let's say, you want to be more powerful or sexy. It's actually really kind of like honing in and going, that is what I want my clothes to say about me, rather than just, I want to look good. So I have a specific process. I call it the 5-word style manifesto, for helping you to really drill down and figure out the 5 key aspects or inspirations, aspirations, best parts of your personality, best parts of your characteristic that you want to express and portray about yourself through your clothing. That is the secret, first of all, to really kind of like getting down and figuring out what you want your style to say about yourself and how it's going to ultimately look. Then, once you have figured out that, these 5 words that are going to form the foundations to your signature style, the next thing you do is then you look inside the wardrobe. And rather than just chucking stuff out, taking that Marie Kondo approach of like, does it spark joy? No, let's get rid of it. To just hate, out, bin. You then start to look inside your wardrobe to figure out the signs, and I mean the real signs, for why you have ended up with what you've got. And these signs are something that, again, I can tell you about. I'm not going to tell you about in this video. They are very, very clear signs, but you've got to know where to look for them. Then once you've figured out the signs and brought awareness about what is really going on with your wardrobe and how now you need to put an end to these problems within here, that's when you're then ready to create a shopping list that actually moves you closer to creating this dream wardrobe of yours that then reflects and expresses those 5 words, that doesn't repeat any of the previous bad dressing habits that have crept into the wardrobe. After you've done all 3 steps of that, then you are ready to hit the shops. Now, as I mentioned, putting together your 5-word style manifesto, finding those 5 words that you want to communicate and express about yourself through clothing, knowing what these signs are inside your wardrobe that are going to tell you, oh my God, oh right, that's what the problem is with my style. That's why I keep coming back to this particular thing. That's why I don't like anything. To then, now I've got a shopping list that really is working towards the way I want to dress. You need some help with you putting this strategy into place. And that, of course, is where I come in. Now, next week, right here on Facebook, inside my private Facebook community, the Mistress Find Your Style, Find Yourself community, I am running the 5-day Wardrobe Wakeup Challenge, where I'm going to give you a taster of all 3 steps to this proven results-driven style strategy. This is not only going to help you to awaken your unique signature style, it's also going to provide you with the skills in using your wardrobe as your ultimate self-care kit for 2020. So it's 2 parts to this Wardrobe Wake Up Challenge. Number 1, you're going to walk away actually finally figuring out, oh my God, this is how I want to dress, to also realizing, oh my God, not only is this the way I want to dress, but also this is going to help me to really start living the life that I want. It's going to help me to show up in the world the way I really want to, and in return, help me get what I desire. So it's a win-win situation, this challenge. Now, the way this challenge is going to work is that, as I mentioned, I'm going to be live inside the Miss Dress Facebook community. For those of you watching this that aren't inside the community, you're going to be able to click on that link above this video where you'll be able to sign up to the challenge and get an invitation into the Facebook group. But also, inside this challenge, I will be live there every day giving a lesson. Now, these lessons, these 5 lessons over the course of the 5 days of the challenge, are going to be a mix of both style mindset shift work, okay? So again, helping you to rewire the hardwiring you've got in your head around getting dressed every day, because trust me when I say being stylish is 50% the mindset. It's only 50% the clothes. So I'm going to be helping you to rethink the way that you get dressed. The other part to the challenge is that we're then going to be doing some practical stuff, and I'm going to be helping you to really look inside the wardrobe and show you how to do a bit of clearing out of it, as well as helping you to get dressed. All right, so we've got 2 parts to this challenge. Parts of the task are going to be to rethink about your mindset, and then putting together outfits and looking inside the wardrobe. Now, each of these little mini tasks I give you every day of the challenge will take you less than 5 minutes, all right? You're already spending this time in a day getting dressed. I'm just helping you to rework it. So don't think of this challenge as taking up any more of your time. It's just you're going to utilize your time that you're already spending getting dressed better. It's going to work to improving your style. Now, this challenge is 100% free, and it's a really, really good opportunity for me to help you to work on this area of your life that you want to improve. So, without further ado, you can click on that link above this video, as I just mentioned. Not only will you be able to sign up to the challenge, but as I say, if you're not part of the Facebook group, you will get your own personal invite into there. Now, when you sign up to the challenge, you're going to receive your Wardrobe Wakeup workbook, which, if I can pull it up really quickly on my iPad, is going to... Oh, I should have had this pre-planned already, shouldn't I? Is going to help you... let's see if I can find it really quickly. Of course I can't. Where is it? Here it is. This workbook, there we go, if we can see it, is got the details of the 5 tasks we're going to cover over the 5 days. And the reason that I want you to have this workbook is that writing down what I tell you to do each day is going to have a dramatic impact. It's proven fact that when you write commitments down, especially when it comes to style, you are 42% more likely to take that action and make it happen. When you just think, oh, I'm going to work on my style, I'm going to improve the way I dress, I'm going to sort it out next month, then the likelihood is you won't. When you write it down and when you really commit to this plan of action, that's when shit happens in your life. So that's why we're going to be writing it down as we go along through the week, and you'll be able to get an idea about what each of my style lessons next week are going to be all about. Also, on top of getting this workbook, you will be given access to the private Miss Dress video styling suite. Not only am I going to be doing the lessons live inside the Facebook community, I'm also going to be putting the recordings inside the styling suite, which means that if you either are too busy one day next week to keep up with the challenges, you'll be able to watch the recording in your own time back inside the styling suite. Or it's just like, if you're like, do you know what, I can't be bothered with Facebook, I just want to watch those videos and get the good stuff from Claire, then you can use that styling suite to do it that way as well. All right, so there you go. Those are the 3 steps to what it takes to create a winning wardrobe.